Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I'm making a little desk gift set for my husband, who is never out of my room borrowing bits of paper, pens, whatever, so I thought I'd make him his own wee sticky note set that will sit on his desk in with his computer. So it just sits up like this. I'm sure you've seen these about, there's lots of people have done them, but I just made it to suit myself, to suit my own style, so hopefully you'll like to have a wee go at it. So inside it holds a wee mini pen, it holds a 3" by 3" sticky note pack, and punched out a wee thing and added some paper clips, just because there is a wee bit of space there, and you can add a few wee bits and pieces that you know, maybe even elastics around, things that you know your husband or partner or whoever you're making it for would actually use. So I've used plain black card, I've used lovely DSP from Bird Ballad, which comes flowery on one side, and the birds I thought was perfect for a male gift, so that's why I used that. And I've kept it fairly masculine. Back's decorated, a tiny bit of ribbon, but only tied in a knot. I won't do a bow for a man, it's just me. And a couple of punches, and I used the wee stamp set Enjoy Life, because I thought, well, wake up, kick butt, repeat is perfect for your work area. I hope I'm not off camera there, I seem to be a bit forward. So anyway, let's get to it. It's pretty quick and simple. You mix up in 2 pieces. You're going to need your 2 pieces of DSP, which measure 3 2/8 by 3 6/8, and you need 2 pieces, one for the front, one for the back. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of card. This one is going to be 4.5 by 6, because that's your front and it makes the wee pocket. This one is the back and the valley folds to make it stand, and it measures 3.5 by 7. So get your scoreboard out, and I've already pre-scored this because I made this video, or started to make this video a few minutes ago and scored the wrong line. So I'm trying to concentrate and very good. So get your 4.5" side along here of the front piece and score it at 1/2 inch and 4 inches. Spin it round and score it at 4 inches. I'm facing the wrong way. I've already pre-scored this as I explained. Scored 4 inches and then 4.5, and that's it. 4 score lines. Then get your bad boy here, 3.5 inches by 7, and score on the long side, starting off with 1/2 inch. Then go down to 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5. The last time I did 6.25. Stupid me. So just knocked the whole measurements out. So do that. 1/2 inch, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. And that'll be you covered well. So we'll start and we'll get our wee back ready. This is going to be the very back of your card. So this is going to fold in. That wee 1/2 inch at the top is what you're going to use to join it to the front. So you know that's going to sit like that. So do your valley folds. So the first score line goes up, give it a good crease. The next one folds towards you, again a good sharp crease, and then this last wee 1/2 inch fold it up, and this is going to be attached to the bottom to give you that nice firm hold. So it will sit like this. That will attach onto this. No, sorry, that should be folded in. I'm confusing myself today very much. Right, so that sticks to that, that sticks to that, and that'll make it stand. Okay, have you got that? I am so confusing today. You'll do it as you're going along. So get your front piece. I'm not going to score just yet because I want to cut bits away. I forgot to mark down. I'll tell you what, fold your first line up, fold your second line up at the bottom. This forms your wee pockets. So that will be sitting there, and we need to trim this part off. The last time I marked it, but I changed my mind. I just decided I wouldn't. But I do need it, don't I? Oh, tiddles. Get your ruler. Simple way to do it. This measures 1.5 inches, so you need to mark 1.5 inches here with your pencil, which has disappeared. There it is. So if you want, when you're doing your scoring, mark it on your score board. So you know you're going to cut down to there. And turn it round, do the same here, 1.5 inches. Right, so you have 2 lines there, and you're going to leave the bit of card there. Excuse me. So get your scissors, cut down. It's no big calamity. Cut down to that pencil line and just cut across. And then do the same at this side and cut that away. See? So you're left with that. Now we need to cut into these 2 wee notches here. You can make that one slightly smaller if you want to get rid of any bulk, but you're not really going to see it inside anyway, so don't worry too much. And same with this, cut across the 2 wee notches. And then these are just going to fold in nicely, but make sure you get this one nicely lined up here before you crease it. Second one, push it in out of your way. Third one, push it in. Same with the other side. Push them in. And just finger crease them. And just make sure that one is nice and straight. So this is all going to fold up. We're going to attach this one to here, and then this one's going on the outside to cover all that. So I'm using wet glue. You go with whatever your preference is, but wet glue I think gives you a nice sturdy hold, and you need it because you're putting heavy pack of paper in here and pen. So make sure you use a good glue. So just pop that up on its side so that you've got that nice curved or nice straight angle on both sides. And then we're just going to put glue here, and that should pop around the back and hold that all nicely. Now I'm noticing that this piece is kind of showing, so I'm just going to slant it off slightly just to give it a wee edge, and you can do the same with this side if you can get at the damn thing. Everything's a work in process, isn't it? You need to behave yourself. Now let's see if that's looking any better. That is better. Just didn't like, I still have a wee notch there which I can't get at. So be careful if you have to do this. So don't do it as I do. Do as I say, notch those in before you stick your corners up. Right, glue on either of these, or both of these, not either. Both sides. And just pop them up so that they're nice and square. This glue takes fairly quick with minimum wiggle room, but it does give you a bit. So just make sure you're happy and it's going to sit up nice and straight. Now that should hold everything for you. At this stage you could, now let that slipped. Come on, what are you doing? The flipping angels are not looking out for me today. Better. So, at this stage you could add your ribbon, if you like. It makes it a wee bit less awkward. So I'm using a sort of sparkly pool party, but I know it has retired, so you use whatever. I did forget to put my wee notch in there with your 1-inch punch, but you should still be able to do it. So line it up in the center and punch, and it just gives you a wee notch for easier pulling your papers in and out. So you don't need a lot of ribbon, we're just tying it in a knot to one side We're not even sticking it because we're going to stick our sentiment over to hold everything in place. I think you need a wee bit more than that, Patricia. So just tie your knot. Trim them off. Don't lose a finger in the process. So just set that where you'd like it to sit. I'll set that aside now. As I say, you match it up. I mean, black goes with most colours, so whatever colour scheme you decide to go with, go along with it. So bring back your back that you did your folds and all with. And we're going to do the top one first. I'm going to add glue. Along that we fold it down half inch flap. And that should hold you together there. So just line that up with the top of your box. Again, just checking you're nice and square. Everything is covered. And that's going to sit like so when we stick this bottom piece on here. So just put a bit of glue along that half inch. That's at the bottom of your volley folds. So you have straight, the V, and then that wee half inch, and that's your part you're going to stick. So again, just line it up. It should all press down nicely. A bit of excess glue there. Now, that's now ready for you to... Oh, sugar me timbers. Didn't I forget to put my DSP on? Do that before you attach it. Oh my goodness, I really should start this day over, but I'm not going back now. Put a bit of turn tape, or no, sorry, tape runner. Oh, come on, people. What's wrong with you? Have I run out? Seriously. I am not, oh no, what happened? I just wasn't pressing hard enough. I'm really not having a good day. But this is my first day back after a very emotional break, so just forgive me for this week. Hopefully I'll be back in form next week. Line that up at the back. And just cover it and do the same on the inside. Now this is not going anywhere, so you could afford just to put a couple of little bits so that you could be able to slide it into where you want it and then press it down when you're ready. There, that wasn't so bad. Perfect. I got away with it. So let's move along to the next bit, which is your stamping. So you're going to need some pool party card and scraps of Whisper White. The pool party, you're going to need to punch one of your everyday label if you're going to do your paper clips. If not, just forget about that bit. You're also going to need the wee tab for the top, which I have punched out of black using the circle tab punch, which is a brilliant punch to have. It did come as a bundle last year, but this year you can buy it separately. Then you're going to need 1 3/8 inch pool party circle, and you're going to need to stamp up one more pool party, just a 1/2 inch. Again, this is not a necessity, it's just something I thought made this wee part pop here. This is the wee this one here, folded in half, stuck on either side just so it looks a wee bit more manly, and then I put a circle on the front just to break that plainness up. So you can pop that with a bit of, I'm going to use bit of wet glue. Just pop that in the center of that circle, and that's going to be the front. Oops. Fold that in half and put a bit of glue on the two flaps there, back and front, inside. And then just line that up to be sort of the center and top. And just fold the other part in, and it looks like a wee manly sort of clip. Well, I think it does anyway. What do you think? So now next I need to do a bit of stamping, and I'm using that nice wee stamp and my Memento ink. My Memento is running done, but I'm not tight. I want to keep using it until it's completely done. So if you have a VersaFine or a good Memento ink away, just press it onto a piece of Whisper White and then punch it out with the 1 1/8 inch scallop circle punch. Lots of punches used. I do love punches. Quick and handy. So you don't need a lot of dimensionals on the back of that. Line it up. Pop it in here. Again, line it up. And then we're going to actually use a good wee bit of that. Just be generous so that it holds your ribbon for you. So it's just going to sit here. Just get that where you want it to be in the center and pop that on top. And that should hold it fairly well. This will be your, let's see, we'll pop that in, pop your pen in. Same as that, only this time you're going to add paper clips. Just slide them onto it, pop them in. I think it's a handy wee number to give them, and there you have it. I'll have to get my other ones out. They're actually a different colour, the other set that I have. So it will be blue. Go with the blue and the black, or red and black, or whatever papers you have. I think it's a great wee set. Bit of a bumbling fool today, but we got there in the end. And it is pretty simple wee item to make, and hopefully you will be able to follow it okay. I will have all the measurements down below, and hopefully your brain is working a lot better than mine. But either way, you can get everything you want from the shop below. All the links will be there. Thanks for taking time to stick by me. See you next week. Bye.